Warlord is so good and one of my favorite champions. I have a lot of knowledge about this champion firsthand, and I'm going to share all of that with you today. Let's get right into it. What's up, guys? MTG Jedi here, and Warlord is one of my absolute favorite champions. I have had him on my account for quite some time now, but at first I didn't think he was that good. And maybe you just got him and you were thinking the same thing, or you've heard how good he is so you already know. Either way, I'm going to share with you how you should build him on your account and some different options for you. I'm also going to show you the places where I use him on my account and give you all the details. So let's jump right into it. Now, whether you're watching this because you just pulled him from the 10x that we had in game, or whether you're watching this after the fact because you got him later down the road, either way, this will help you out for sure. Now, one of the things that people fail to mention a lot of times about Warlord is his increased ally resistance in all battles aura by 80. It's one of the best resistance auras in the game, in the whole game. One of the best resistance auras, okay? And I find it very useful, especially in the Doom Tower, but in many places. There's tons of teams where you can just throw him in and you don't have another aura to use, so you'll give everybody plus 80 resistance. And if you're able to build a little bit of resistance into your champions, then you're not going to take the debuffs from wherever you're using your team, okay? Why is Warlord so great and why is he all hyped up recently is because the AI now allows him to do this A3 first, okay? However, I don't want to invalidate his A2 because his A2 is absolutely incredible. One of the best shield abilities in the game as well, okay? He places a block debuffs on all allies and a shield, and it goes off of his max HP. He has a very strong max HP with 22,000, and you can build that up to 60 plus thousand very easily. If you really went all in on that, you could build it up a lot higher, but you do want a lot of accuracy, so you can't just focus on one stat being the HP. You still need to focus on accuracy as well, and speed and all that stuff, but we'll get into that in a minute, okay? He also heals all allies by 20% of their max HP on this ability as well. So he heals them, he puts a shield on, and he blocks future debuffs. It's an incredible ability, and it's up there as one of the best shield abilities in the game. It's definitely my favorite shield ability. Some people used to use him in Clan Boss because of his A1. He has a chance to increase the duration of all debuffs on the target by 1 turn. So you get your decreased defense, your weaken, your poisons, your HP burns out there, and then you hit them and increase the duration. Like it's like a Vizier Ovelis kind of ability, or a Bulwark if you want a rare example. There's just some more champions in the game that do this now, but he used to be much more of a Clan Boss champion. And additionally, now that you can turn off his A3 if you wanted to, you could only go back and forth between his A1 and his A2. I actually think his stock for Clan Boss has gone up considerably. You would still need accuracy to increase the duration of all the debuffs, unfortunately. But that shield and block debuffs ability is very strong, so he could definitely be used in Clan Boss. That's not somewhere where I've used him on my account. I absolutely love his base stats, guys, too. As I said before, 22k HP, 1100, almost 1200 defense is very good. for this type of a champion. He feels like an HP-based champion, but he's listed as support, okay? Now, his damage on these two abilities is based on attack, but spoiler alert, he does not do any kind of damage. None. He does not do damage for you. So, you don't need to worry about his attack stat being super low. You don't need to worry about it, okay? His base speed of 100 is very nice. The normal crit rate, crit damage stuff, but then he has base resistance and accuracy, which, guys, that is so good. So good. His base stats are really, really good, and his kit is top tier. I mean, Warlord is one of the best champions in the entire game, one of the best Void legendaries, one of the best champions, period. Okay? So, if you were thinking about pulling for him at some point, you definitely should. He has been, like, super account defining for me. And also, I love the way that he looks, okay? If I had my choice, I would probably switch Vrask and Warlord. I prefer Vrask's color scheme with the black and white, as opposed to the like the more grizzled look of the like brown and tan. But that's just me. They're both very cool, and I actually use both of them on my account. So let's get into my personal build for him, and it's one that I've had for a considerable amount of time. Warlord, here we go. Now, I've changed the specific gear pieces, but I have kept the concept, the build idea, and that's what I'm going to share with you today, okay? So, as you can see, we have a focus on HP. We do have some defense, but my main focus is speed and accuracy. And that's the two things that you should be worried about as well. Build as much HP as you can, but focus on speed and accuracy. Now, I have this to hit a specific target number, and we'll discuss that in the future in just a couple minutes. But I'll explain to you why I've chosen that speed. It's very particular for my account. And accuracy is just as much accuracy as I can get, okay? So, how did we arrive at these numbers? Okay, well, if you have HP percent, gloves, and chest that have speed rolls on them, those are good options, okay? If you have an accuracy chest with speed rolls and HP substats, also a good choice, okay? I was running HP percent on both of these for a while with substats of accuracy, but once I got this piece, then I transitioned over, and the way that you get to these accuracy numbers is 4 parts, okay? Well, 5, I guess. Okay, number 1, you have an accuracy chest. Number 2, you have an accuracy banner. Number 3, you use accuracy or perception sets. Number 4, you find accuracy substats on your gear. And number 5, you max out your Great Hall for accuracy. I highly suggest starting your Great Hall with accuracy. And as you can see here, my Great Hall's pretty progressed. It's one of the things I'm working on my account. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to finish my voids. Then I'm going to finish my crit damages to 10, okay? And, one of the main reasons why I'm doing that is that will allow me to complete the mission where we have 10 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then probably blue or red to start with for the 10. The 10th one, I think you need 10 at 10, which obviously is very difficult for the new mission in order to get this dude Ramon to Drake's Blood, which I'm really excited about, but I don't know where I'm going to use him just yet. So, back to Warlord. That's how you get the accuracy that you're looking for, okay? Another great way to get accuracy is on your amulet. Preferably An HP amulet, okay. Very few champions actually want an HP amulet. Usually it's defense or crit damage. But an HP amulet on Warlord is great because that shield, again, goes off of his max HP. And then the ring, you want HP with HP as well. Okay, sad little double flat rolls here. But again, the main thing is the HP. I actually feel like maybe I might have a better ring. Let's just double check. It does not hurt to double check. On Vrask. Nope. And then these are 5-star. So I guess I legitimately, that's the best ring on my account. And that's no surprise because he does have some of the best gear on my account. I mean, we have a double speed roll with a flat HP stat. We have a double speed roll with HP defense resistance. We have a speed roll with accuracy HP. The HP percentage gloves with the good speed rolls. The accuracy chest is so great. If I had to choose, maybe we would replace this defense with like resistance maybe. Or crit rate. I don't know. We don't really need crit rate. So it's the flat defense really not that bad. And then the speed boots, if I could switch the accuracy and the attack. I mean, you can see here I have 4 rare pieces on this guy. And that doesn't matter because we still got to the stats that we're looking for, which for me is this number of over 270 speed and over 400 accuracy. Now, I do need to work on some different pieces here to keep him at the same speed while increasing his accuracy because I use him in the Doom Tower and high levels of Arena. We're going to get into that more in a minute. But we could use more accuracy in short. Like a triple roll here would be nice. All of my gear does not have substat rolls. So, you know, but that's a work in progress. I'm always thinking about Warlord. Just like you should always be thinking about your Arbiter, I'm always thinking about my Warlord. And yes, I'm sorry, I needed to flex a little bit. I just put my Arbiter in Swift Parry and got her to 340 speed. Okay, so yes, I'm going to slip that in there. Okay, I'm sorry if that makes you upset. Keep working on your Arbiter. Get her to the speeds that you can get her to. Max it out. One of the things that I really want to stress here is that originally I thought Warlord was not good, and that's because of this 70% chance. Okay? Okay, so number one, it's a 70% chance to put each target's skills on cooldown and a 30% chance to fully deplete each target's turn meter. What I failed to realize for whatever reason was that there is all of these debuff chances down here, 10, 20, 30%, that puts this to 100 and this to 60. Okay? I did not know that at first, and he sat in my vault for a little while. You know, because I had him for so long on my account, I didn't really understand how good he was, and maybe that's where you're at watching this video as well. Okay, obviously his shield is just the cooldown, which is very important to get it down to the 3 turns. And I never did increase, I never did finish booking his A1 because I don't use him like that. But, you know, maybe I will at some point put those books in his A1. I probably should just because I like completely maxing people. Now, for me, before we get to the masteries, I need to stress that I use Warlord in a lot of places on my account. I use him in some dungeons. I use him in my Faction Wars team. I use him in Arena, and I use him in Doom Tower. Now that you know that, let's look at his masteries, okay? Because of all the places I use him, I want War Master. Yes, if I was going to be like plat pushing all the time every week, I would get Eagle Eye and I would take off War Master. I would also come down the defensive tree instead of offensive. I would do that, yes. However, I absolutely love this mastery build for Warlord if you're going to use him in a lot of areas. Unless you're talking about Platinum specific arena, you do not need Eagle Eye. You don't need it. if you're going to be using your champions in dungeons and Doom Tower, War Master is that's the thing. That's the best thing. And the reason why is because this allows him to do a good bit of damage, even though he's not a damage dealer. And that's what War Master does for your champions, okay? I also got all of the accuracy that I could, and I also got the shield and healing that I could, okay? I particularly think that this is really important sniper, because that adds a 5% chance to decrease their turn meters, so I think that's particularly important, but this is one of those champions where I feel very strongly about this mastery tree over here. And then your only other options, in my opinion, would be swap this out for defense and Eagle Eye. Okay? So, that is Warlord. Let me also give you another build for him. One of the builds that I really like, especially if you... Oh, I need to do this first. One of the builds I especially like, if you're focusing on arena only, is to put him in Swift Parry. Okay? Now, I already know that I would be putting on these gloves. Is it this chest? Maybe this chest, but that would lower his accuracy considerably, so I would probably leave that chest on. Probably put on the Arbiter boots. And then I guess probably just the weapon. Which one? This one, the speed and resistance one, or the triple accuracy speed one? Let's try that one. And which shield is it? Is it this one? The speed resistance one? I'm not sure which shield I had wanted to do. It's probably just this one. Okay. So for my needs, I would probably need to go with this one. Yes, okay. So that is an option as well. You see here we can get pretty much the same stats in Swift Parry. And obviously this is my account, not yours, all right? But what I'm saying is the other option for Warlord, in my opinion, if you're going to focus mainly on Arena, is Swift Parry, okay? Otherwise, the third option might be something like I have for Uros the Soul Cage here, where you have like HP percent, and then you just try to like stack up crazy high HP totals like this. He's the highest HP total champion on my account, but he does also have the highest base HP on my account. But you would want speed boots here, not HP percent boots, okay? And that's a big part of why he's at that, HP total, okay? I'm not trying to flex on that one, actually, just trying to communicate that that's one possible build of Warlord, okay? So those three possible builds where you're maxing out on HP, where you're putting him in Swift Parry, or like I'm doing with the speed and accuracy with focus on HP if you can. This is my favorite of them, because it allows you to use him in every area of the game. Now, I know that after 18 minutes of me explaining everything about Warlord, you're excited to see him in action. I'm terrible at putting timestamps on my videos, so hopefully, if you skipped ahead to this point, then you're about to see some awesome arena action. Is there a good arena team? Yes. Okay. So, not that team. Where is my arena team? The main one that I use him with is this one. And this is my, I guess I would say, my best arena team. My top level arena team. So, the reason why I have Warlord speed so high is because he's speed tuned with my Arbiter to come in here, go second, put all their skills on cooldown, decrease their turn meters, and then kill them. Okay? So, We also have that healing there, which is very nice. And you can see that he just works and does everything that you need him to do. 325k power. They're probably going to go first, but we will try this high level team and see if we go first, we should win. Oh, geez. I don't know how we got cut in there. I'm going to have to double check the speeds on Warlord. We should not be able to get cut in on. Okay, but either way, here, let's try to find another high-level team. Here we go. This one is fine, 209. The point is, if you go first with Warlord, you put everyone's skills on cooldown, and then the rest of the fight is easy. Just like that, the majority of the time. 7 seconds, put it on auto, okay? Now, what I want to communicate as well is that on the AI, you do need to set that, right? You need to come in here on your Warlord and set this as your opener. The Orcish Rituals, which is the one where you're going to put them on cooldown. And if you don't have him booked yet, he's not going to be great for you. He's really not, okay? Also, don't forget to put Ceres's Midnight Ritual as your opener. And then if you're running Ethos, you can decide for yourself. He does his A2 first, normally, which is good against Rhodos, and then his A3 is good against everyone else. So there's the AI. Okay, so yes, he's very good in Arena, and I use him in one of my main teams. I also use him in Faction Wars, and like a dummy, I used all my keys before the video, but I will show you the team that I use him with in Orcs. By faction, and the team that I use him with in Orcs is Warlord, Iron Brago, Seer, Rila, and Vrask. Or I could switch in Angar, but he's missing a piece of gear right now, so I'm pretty sure everybody else that I clicked on is actually geared. Just double checking. So that's the team. It's a little bit of an OP team. I understand this, okay? But I'm just being honest with you. When I cleared the faction, we used Warlord, Seer, and Epics. Vrask, Sandlash Survivor, and Zargala were the ones that I actually cleared it with. Another place that I use him in is the Doom Tower. He is in my main Doom Tower team, okay? So if we come in here, and do I have a Doom Tower team preset? Don't think that I do. I don't think that I do, but you can see he's in my Magma Dragon team. He's in a lot of different teams. He's in my Nether Spider team. Warlord is in so many of my teams, guys. Okay, so my main Doom Tower team that I use literally every Doom Tower rotation is like this. And I've been using Vizix. And then, obviously, I have a Seer, so that's my main wave clearer. I think we can just run this on auto. Let's go ahead and try, but the way that I have it set up is still for Warlord to go right after my Arbiter, then my Lydia, and then Seer comes in and kills them. Oh, I guess we could have put Renegade in here. Then on wave 2, Warlord puts all their skills on cooldown, decreases their turn meter, Vizix comes in and provokes them, and then we cycle back through our abilities. Okay, and you can see there, Warlord got a War Master proc, doubling his damage nearly. Okay, and Seer got an extra turn, so she outsped the debuffs. Normally she should be going right here and then killing everybody, but because she got an extra turn, then that lowered, that. But now we're working on her cooldowns, and I just run this team on auto for the majority of the hard Doom Tower. And I'm not saying this as a flex. I'm just showing you how I use him on my account. I mean, the thumbnail says OP Warlord build, doesn't it? So, either way, even if you don't have this crazy endgame gear, I can tell you from experience, he's still great. He's still great. Even if you're running him at 220 speed with 60k HP, he's still great. You know, and what, like 250 accuracy. However you're using him is awesome. Okay, and I'm going to show one more place where I use him as well to finish up the video. And then we'll go from there. We did get the freeze from Gurgo. This was not a great level. This was a difficult level to pick for autoing here. But you can see Warlord just coming in and shielding, healing, blocking those debuffs to really like showcase everything that he can do here. Physics, I need to work on her build, but I really do love her, guys. I really do. And Warlord is the one who is mainly supporting the team. And there we go with Seer, taking the damage off. A little bit mistimed again because that extra turn. But you can see we've done nothing, and we're rocking this on auto, right? So Warlord is an incredible champion. He can be used in so many areas of the game. If you have questions about him, you can come ask me live on Twitch almost every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, 3 to 6 EST. You can put your questions in the comments below, or you can join my Discord, which is always in the description. And if you thought this video was helpful, then please hit the subscribe button. There are so many of you watching my videos who are not subscribed. And by subscribing, the only thing that will do is in your feed for your videos, it will show you more of my videos. So if you liked this one, maybe you'll like some other ones. I also use him in all 3 dungeon teams except Spider. Now, obviously, I'm not going to run through here, okay? I've been testing some other teams here for Ice Golem, so he's not in this current build. But basically, that same Doom Tower team, I also use for Ice Golem. Basically, that same Doom Tower team, I also use for Dragon. And then there are some changes that I make for Fire Knight. And I've been trying out Archmage Helmet, but I'm not really too set on him. So the team that I have been trying out is not saved. Well, the team that I usually do instead of Archmage Helmet is the Warlord there. Okay, it is the Warlord there. So, the video's already all 28 minutes, so I'm not going to do a run on any of the 3 dungeons. I'm just going to tell you those are the teams that I use, and then you can, use that for your knowledge as well. So, I hope that this Warlord video was useful to you. I really do. He's such an incredible champion, and hopefully I've been able to communicate all of the ways you can use him, different builds for him, and the importance of books on him. 100% needs to be booked. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I have so many more great videos coming in the near future. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope it's wonderful, and congratulations on your Warlord. See you later.